We're on YouTube.
We are? We're on YouTube?
Yes, we're officially on YouTube.
Hello, all YouTubers of you, or you viewers of Tube. I don't know. My name is Becky Booker. I'm the queen of silliness and a genuine rock hound. And that's a pretty silly combination because today we're going to talk about Martha Rocha Kunzite. We are now on YouTube, whether you watch us on the live streams or you watch the Shop LC feed that comes off the what we used to be just television. Guess what? They're running side by side now. So the television stream is also running on YouTube. And that's great news because I know a lot of people, myself included, who cut the cable cord a long time ago because it's expensive. And, you know, I'm not watching 237 channels. And anyway, I could scroll through those and never find anything I wanted to watch. So said bye-bye to cable a long time ago. But that means that a lot of my favorite shows, I had to get creative and how to reconnect with them. And there's all sorts of things out there. For us at Shop LC, you can find us live on YouTube. If you want to go back and just watch these little particular collection shows, these little vignettes, you can easily do that by going to Shop LC. Elias still thinks I'm taller than I am. Is 5'3" tall? Go ahead and say it. Not really. I can tell by the look on his face. It was like, how do I say no and make it really, really nice?
I'm like 5'5", probably.
Oh, gosh. Well, Elias, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to start off this show with a gentle reminder. Dynamite comes in very small packages, Elias. But back to the story. How to find Shop LC. We're there. You can find us if you have had us before on cable and your cable has gone away, please reach out to one of our personal shoppers and ask them if they can get you hooked up with a Roku device, which means you're going to get a lot of programming. Shop LC is part of the Roku lineup. That's why I recommend that. You can watch the live shows now on YouTube. You can see a lot of little vignettes on Facebook as well. The Shop LC VIP page is not the regular programming, but it's over 4,000 gem collectors strong. And that's really great because it's a wonderful group of like-minded consumers who swap ideas and show off their collections. And it's just a really fun place. I've noticed that a lot of people who didn't even know each other before live in totally opposite corners of the country, different places completely, and now they've made wonderful friendships just by chatting and bonding over their mutual love of beautiful gemstones and jewelry at the very best prices, period. So let's get you started. Now we have a direct number. We have a personal shopper hotline for all of you who like to watch the live streams, and it's 888-835-2237. I have it written on a little whiteboard over here because I have the other number ingrained in my head after 13 years of saying it. But you on the live streams, you have a personal shopper hotline for live stream customers. 888-835-2237. So write it down, put it on your refrigerator, commit it to memory, tattoo it on your arm, whatever you need to do. And the reason that I want you to write that number down is because once we get going, we tend to move kind of fast. I mean, we're going to go through actually all of these incredibly beautiful Martha Rocha Kunzite pieces today. And if you miss one, or if it's just easier, sometimes, let's face it, you know, chatting is overrated. You can't fit everything into a chat or a text. Sometimes you just have to swap words with somebody's ears. That's where the personal shopper team comes in. They have great ears. 888-835-2237. The other thing before we get started, you know, at Shop LC, you just see the tip of the iceberg when you're watching us on television, when you're watching our sister stations in the UK, or when you're watching our sister station now in Germany. You're literally just seeing the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, Shop LC is part of one of the, if not the largest, gemstone procurement companies, jewelry manufacturing companies, production facilities, all kinds of stuff. So thousands of people work behind the scenes, each one in their own unique specialty, to make sure that we bring you an incredible, unprecedented level of varieties and styles and gemstones. And it's all with our promise that it's going to be the very best price that we can give you. When you see the name Rhapsody, that is our top of the line platinum pieces. They're going to be in 950 platinum. That means each one of those platinum pieces is 950 parts platinum. Beautiful gemstones, exquisite accent stones and diamonds. That's our top of the line Rhapsody. That's for the luxury consumer who's maybe shopping at the fancy places with a certain color of box and a certain color of tissue paper. You know, the places I'm talking about, the places where you have to look right for anybody to even make eye contact with you. Come on in, folks, if you've ever been wardrobe shamed at a fancy place. We love you just like you are. Then we have another level, another brand, which we call Ileana. Ileana pieces are always done in 18 karat gold. Most of them are done in yellow gold. Sometimes there's rose gold, sometimes there's white, but it's all 18 karat yellow gold. Same level of devotion and dedication to picking the beautiful stones, coming up with incredible designs, putting everything together top notch. Next grouping is going to be, it's going to be Luxoro, allergies. I may step away from the camera to wipe my little nose or get a little sip of something. Luxoro is also a different brand, and we say that so that you'll know sort of exactly, it sort of helps you pick your shopping point. It helps you with your budgeting. Luxoro is great. I personally love the Luxoro line. They're going to be 14 karat, sometimes, a lot of times 10 karat, and they're going to be gold. They're going to have beautiful stones, an incredible level of styles and designs, all beautifully value priced. You know, if you put an Ileana piece and a Luxoro piece on your hand at the same time, if you're not jewelry savvy, this is the general public, this is the eyeballs walking by, this is the eyeballs in the world, probably not going to know any single differentiation. Last and certainly not least, we have our DeJoy logo, and that's where most of our jewelry items are. They're produced in sterling silver, and D''Joy is our exclusive brand as well. It's the biggest value that you're going to find. You're going to find a tremendous savings, but you also find an incredible, huge variety of gemstones and styles and designs, and we build every single one, every piece. From Rhapsody to DeJoy, they start with a spark of inspiration from our design team. And I'm telling you, it's magic. I've had the privilege to walk into that room where those designers are in Jaipur in our home office. And it's like walking into, I don't know, there's an electrical charge in that room. It's like you just sense that you're in the presence of some incredibly creative minds. So sit back and relax and don't get too comfy because these are limited pieces. Today's show, everything is over $50. And that means when you're shopping with us today, every single item is going to be free shipping. You're shopping with us online at our main website. When you see a piece that you love, jump in and type the code. Is it shop?
Yes, shop one.
Okay, shop one. Each item will have its piece. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Correct.
These prices are only good for 24 hours. Is it 24 or 48?
48.
Okay, 48 hours. Good for 48 hours, and that's because of customer requests. We used to leave the prices at 24 hours and done, but we've doubled down on opportunities for getting these. You now have 48 hours to get our live stream prices. We're going to bring you a collection today of seriously one of the coolest gemstones you will ever see in this particular shade. First of all, there's no other shade like Martha Rocha Kunzite. Martha Rocha is a Brazilian lady, and these stones are named for her because she was well known in Brazil for her beauty. She's said to be a very beautiful woman who I think was the first Miss Universe contestant to represent Brazil.
Correct.
Yeah. And the stones are pinkish purple. They have a really interesting chemical structure. We think that the manganese in the structure is what gives it not just pink, but a little bit of purple as well. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, shop number 1.
Yes.
Now, is this going to be a bundle piece?
Yes, it'll be the ring and the pendant.
Is it? The ring?
Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
Where did I put it? Hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay.
That's the ring, that's the pendant.
All right, now, thank you, Elias. The thing is, there is something that happens only on live streams, and it's the bundle and save option. When you type in shop 1, you're not buying it just yet. You're just checking it out. And the reason that I want you to check this out, first of all, the option that we're presenting is the ring. But there's a bundle and save option, I believe. So the ring is $214.99, and that's your Shop LC live stream price. And unfortunately, these don't fit my big old hand. Oh, maybe this one does. I might not be able to. If I get this on, I might not be able to get it off. Security, bring the hacksaw. Okay, look at that on the hand. Now, here's the thing. If you've been shopping regular retail, maybe the high end and the middle and the low, wherever you are retail, don't they all sort of look the same, regardless of the prices? The thing that you're going to notice about these pieces today is that they do not all look the same. They all have amazing personalities. And you're going to find pieces that are absolutely matchy perfection. The top feature of that ring is exactly the same as the pendant, and our design team took the ring, made a pendant to match, throw in the chain.
Now, we are limited on the pendant. We only have one, so our bundle deal is going to be very, very limited. They'll have to call the personal shopper.
One of you can get the bundle deal because I have one pendant. So how much you save? 10% when you bundle. $12.49 on the ring, and I'm going to remove the pendant just now because we only have one. But please get on the phone to personal shopper 888-835-2237, or go down below in the comments, type in shop one, and that'll take you to the Shop LC website, and you'll see everything out there. Okay.
Price and then budget.
$32 and change on the budget pay. 5 payments on the budget pay, no interest, no qualifying, no credit check, none of that. You want it, put it in the cart, check out, grab the free shipping, and grab the Shop LC live stream price, $214.99. Now,
$161 is their price with the live 25.
when you type in the code LIVE25, not only do you get free shipping, but you get 25% off. So your price goes down to $161. Is that right?
Correct.
$161. Wow, that's big. I forget about that 25% off on live stream. I do. I gotta pay attention to that. Okay, that means your budget pay is $32.25 for that, for 5 payments. And this is a DeJoy piece. So you're going to notice that it does have D''Joy, and it does have rose gold vermeil. So you've got rose gold vermeil on top of the sterling silver. This is a design, even though we manufacture a lot of things for a lot of other places, this is a piece that you only see at Shop LC. When you do the bundle and save, there's one opportunity to do that. What does that take it down to? If you do the bundle and save, you save 10% off on both. We have one of the pendant. The chain is included. And, so the stone in the middle, you have 16 pink sapphires. Hello, gorgeous. You have, let's see, the others are going to be moissanite. You have 16 marquise-shaped moissanites. Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, those are so gorgeous. And then the kunzite is the middle stone. Absolutely amazing. Bing, asking about anything in white gold. I don't have anything in white gold in this show, but please talk to the personal shopper because I believe we have some Martha Rocha either in white gold in the Luxoro collection, and you might want to think about maybe even going for platinum. The number for personal shoppers is 888-835-2237. Bing, thank you so much for checking in.
We will have gold in our later on show for our 2 p.m. with Courtney.
Oh, okay.
So if she wants to catch that.
All right, Courtney is going to be bringing you some gold at in the 2 p.m. segment, so you might want to catch that. Elias, just for fun, I know we only have one of the pendant, but can you tell me what the bundle and save is on both of them?
Yes, let me see if it gives me that.
Okay, Shop 1 is the ring. Shop 2 is the pendant.
It's not going to give me that option on here since we only have the one.
Okay, so it says it's saying out of stock, but we know behind the scenes that we actually have one. So ask them for the live stream price, ask them for the bundle and save, and you're going to get free shipping automatically. 888-835-2237. It's May. Mother's Day is right around the corner. What's the date for Mother's Day?
May 11th.
May the 11th. It's right around the corner.
I already sent my gift.
Did you?
I did.
Good job. He read my mind. I was going to say, and have we shopped for Mom? And he's already like, I already got mine.
I already sent it.
Did she get it yet? Do you know?
Yeah, she gets it on Monday.
Okay, good job. All right, Shop 1 on the ring. Shop 2 Shop 2 on the pendant. There's only one. And seriously, can you imagine? And this is where, I've been doing this for a long time here at Shop LC, but I just go through that little moment of reality check, of disbelief every single time I step in front of a camera, because this is something that you just don't normally see. I mean, who would imagine that you could get that level of elegance and exquisite, rare gemstones for less than $350 for both? That's what we do at Shop LC. We give you those moments of disbelief. We want you to enjoy that. Okay, Bing, thank you so much for joining us. And again, check with the personal shopping team, 888-835-2237. If you're shopping with us on Facebook and you've never done this before, you're saying, well, how in the heck do I shop? You're going to go down to the comments and type shop one
Correct.
For the ring, shop 2 for the pendant. And that's going to take you back to the Shop LC website. Now, here's a little insider tip. Anytime you're shopping on the Shop LC website and your item is over $50, whether it's multiple items on Friday or one item, anytime that shopping cart gets to $50 total, however you got there, your shipping is free. But what's not usual is the 25% savings, the discount, the extra savings that you get for watching the live streams. So thank you guys for joining us. Are we back on TikTok?
No, we're
Okay.
not on TikTok.
Okay. You've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, and now on YouTube. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us today. My name is Becky Booker. Thank you so much for shopping with us here at Shop LC. We love that you're having some fun with us. And if you'd like to, drop in a little comment about Kunzite, if you love it, have you seen it? What do you love about it? Do you own any of it? That would be wonderful. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Kunzite is actually a type 1 gemstone. Excuse me. And what that means is great clarity. They almost never have eye visible inclusions. So they're bright, beautiful gemstones. And you're going to notice that there's a certain vibrance to these gemstones that is incredible, not only because that they're a unique color, but also because of their really beautiful cutting and faceting on each one. They literally just come alive. They really do. All right, what's next? What's next?
We are going to jump into next. Let me see.
Thanks again for joining us. If you're curious, you want to learn more about gemstones, there's an entire gemstone library. When you go to the main website and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's some little headings there where you can learn about different gemstones. So yeah, there's gemstone lists, there's gemstone basics, birthstones and anniversaries, a little bit about each one of our brands that I just told you about. Yeah, it's called the Education Center, and it's on the main website. You can't get to it yet on the app, but you can definitely get to it when you're shopping at shoplc.com. Ooh, okay. Now we don't have, I think we have one emerald cut in this show, and we're doing it now. When some people say, well, why is it called an emerald cut? It's called an emerald cut because it's a design and a shape that you normally see used for emeralds, but it's been used widely forever and a day for other gemstones as well. And the thing that makes it different is you don't have a tiny table and you don't have, a lot of sparkle that comes out of an emerald cut. You get sort of an icy glow. And that's because the facets are a different shape, and then those different shaped facets are actually arranged differently. And that's why you get this amazing sort of icy glow and gleam. Now, this is the personal shopper number, but we're going to take a close-up look at the emerald cut here in just a minute, because I'm going to put my teacher hat on it and give you a little lesson. Some people immediately prefer an emerald cut, or you could technically call it an octagon, which we call it here at Shop LC, because it has the sides and each of those corners is cut. But here's a little interesting tidbit. The corners are cut on an emerald cut because emerald can sometimes be a little brittle. And so stone setters, if they didn't have a lot of skill or finesse, would chip the corners. And so the best way around that is just to straighten out the corners anyway and make it a really reliable shape, safe to wear in all situations. And so you're going to see that emerald cuts have these little notched corners. It's just a thing. But what happens is you get to see into the heart and the soul. The table is not just the big facet on the top of the table, but it's this amazing window into the depth of the stone. And I have to say, it works really nicely for a kunzite. The reason being, this is a type 1 gemstone, and so you don't see any inclusions. I mean, Martha Rocha Kunzite is an incredible variety of this gemstone that's known for its bright, kind of almost champagne or sparkling or vivacious color. And that's because it does have that typical Kunzite pink, but it's got that secondary purple that you see so well. And then you put all of that beautiful color in an emerald cut, and oh my gosh, it's absolute magic. I can't even imagine a pink diamond cut like that. I mean, it's just so amazing. And I'll tell you something, a pink diamond does not have that secondary sort of purple. You almost can't see it. It's so faint, slight lavender, but you know it's there because it makes it look really different, and you'll know it when you see it. I don't know if it shows up on camera, and it doesn't necessarily show up in one, a flat photo. But man, when you see these in person, they're captivating. They are really distinct. All right, let's take a look at this. The center stone, of course, she's the showpiece. You've got that beautiful center stone, and it's a carat 49. Is that right? Let's see. Carat, no, go up a little bit. Minimum size. Oh, it's a carat 95. Sorry. Okay, it's a carat 95, and the stone is beautifully symmetrical, and it's got this beautiful, almost kind of a basket weave design on either side of the shoulders, and just down here you can see the DeJoy logo. I love seeing that because that tells you it's a Shop LC original. I love that. I love that. Sterling silver on the mounting. Then you've got this beautiful rose gold vermeil, which means you've got the gold on top of the sterling silver, so that's already the dynamic duo of precious gemstones. And it's a combination that's been used for hundreds of years, by the way. Now, these are moissanites on the side. And I'm a diamond girl. I love diamonds. But the moissanites can physically sparkle and twinkle much more than a diamond. So when you get this home, I mean, those moissanites are such a great companion because they're beautiful. They're stunningly white and brilliant, and there's so much fire. Okay, let's talk savings. Oh, okay. The everyday price on this is $199. Okay, but you save 25% because it's a live stream show. So that takes it down to $149.99. Mama's going to love this ring, y'all, and you can get it in her size. $29.99. So let's say $30 budget pay. You have 5 budget pays of $30, and guess what? We ship this out right away. So you will get this. She will have it on her hand in time for Mother's Day. There will be tears. There will be laughing. There will be more tears. There will be hugs. Because, honestly, it does. I'm going to say something a little radical here, so just hear me out, okay, before you disagree. It doesn't matter what you spend. If money were no object, you'd spend, it wouldn't matter. I want it, here's the money, you'd make that exchange. You wouldn't think twice. But the truth is, when you spend something for a piece of jewelry, you're not spending something for a piece of jewelry. You're deciding how you are going to celebrate that particular event. Okay? So getting a good deal and knowing that you have something that's incredibly gorgeous, knowing that you are shopping at the best place with the best variety and the biggest savings, that means that you are celebrating ahead of time. There's no remorse. There's no, oh gosh, I have to get a stone and that's what she wants and I can't really afford. There's none of that. Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, it's $30 for 5 months. It's $1 a day for 5 months. You know what? I can afford that. Let's see. Mom has washed how many loads of clothes, folded how many T-shirts, matched how many socks, packed how many lunches. You get the picture. This is going to be shop 3. Type it down in the comments below. Get it home in your size. We have 3 5-star reviews on these. So when I see those 5-star reviews, I love that. We've sold way more than 3 of these. People don't a lot of times leave reviews. If you get this home, we'd love to hear your comments, whatever they are, because that's how we keep growing and getting better and having this much fun. Clarice, in love with Kunzite. Beautiful color, and the size of the stone and the rose gold helps make it really pop. It was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Clarice. All right, we have Josephine. Beautiful. I got all the attention and beautiful remarks. Love it. And what's the third one down there? I love that. Oh, Marlene, gorgeous. Was very surprised at the intensity of the color of the Kunzite. Just my style. Love it. It doesn't have to be. And here's the thing. I'll be the first one to tell you that sometimes I probably should, in my real life, take off something or put on a quieter shirt. Let's just say I'm not necessarily one to go quietly into the night. But when you're looking for something in the price range of, let's just say, $200, you don't have pieces like this in the world of retail at your fingertips that stand up, that show out. Like Marlene said, very surprised at the intensity of the color. That's the color palette of Kunzite, that little tiny bit of, it's hard to describe it. It's violet, it's purple. You don't really see it, but you know that it's there. Does that make sense? Elias, we were talking about cooking before the show. I mean, this is that color combination for Kunzite. It's the ultimate secret ingredient.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be shop 3.
Correct.
If you want to grab that. And I totally misplaced the display. Oh, there it is.
Shout out to Ben or Lynn commenting, emerald cut makes everything look so rich.
Yes, it really does. The emerald cut is, it's kind of like an old money cut, don't you think? It just automatically looks like, wow, did you inherit that? Is that a, it looks expensive from the get-go. I agree.
I'll be honest, I get that same feeling too from the emerald cut.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, there's just something that is, because it's not a very, I mean, there are thousands, tens of thousands, millions of stones cut all the time, and most of them are not cut in emerald cut. So it's still, even in the world of where there's a lot, it's still a very noticeable cut. Thank you for that comment. That's great. Okay, coming up next, let's see. Oh, I love this one.
It's like a budding flower.
Yes. Oh my gosh, my garden is looking the best it's ever looked.
I love gardens.
It is looking the best it's ever looked. And this one, you could say that looks a little bit like a gardenia, or you could say that it looks a little bit like a knockout rose. It looks a little bit like a Lady Banks pink. It looks gorgeous. So if you're a gardener, you're automatically going to get the reference. It's got 6 beautiful moissanites on each corner, so it almost looks like it's nestled into a Star of David as well. So it's got a lot of really beautiful references. It is gorgeous. Now, the center stone is 1.75. We didn't mess around with these. You're getting a really powerful punch of color in every single one of these today. So it's a beautiful stone, and as a type 1, it's just gorgeous. I mean, the namesake, Martha Rocha, she was an international beauty. You know what, Elias? There's actually a Martha Rocha aquamarine because she had blue eyes. And so her name, yeah, there's a Martha Rocha aquamarine as well. But anyway, I digress. A little gemstone trivia there. The mind explodes. All right, let's talk about money. $267.99. All right, and look at the cutting, look at the color. I mean, let me just go back a little bit. Look at the sparkle. It's a beautiful stone. And the design team, they really know how to put it together. They really do. Normally $267, live stream extra savings means that your price goes down to $299. So I'm just going to say $201 for math. Your budget pay is $40 and change. That is precious. That is such a gorgeous piece. Beautiful kind of rose petal design. And look at how beautifully all of the prongs are set. All of the rose gold just really beautifully blends so exquisitely with that stone. And if you're going to notice the center stone, normally a center stone in modern jewelry is set with 4 or 6 prongs if it's a round stone. But this has a vintage style called a claw setting. And you're going to notice that these little prongs on the moissanites are kind of a bead. They take that prong, they bend it over, and then they take a little tool, a little cup shaped tool, and they shape that to be a beautiful little bead. So the prong, even though it's very important part of the design, it looks like a little silver bead. So it becomes utilitarian and ornamentation at the same time. But these, they are tapered out, they're elongated, and I believe, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think you have 12, so you've got 12 prongs there, 12 or 10, I don't know, can't count. But they're elongated, and that just, it gives it this really amazing sort of vintage, kind of old world. Gosh, did they buy that now, or is that an antique that they picked up at some little shop? Do they know an antique dealer? Did they get that on an auction somewhere? It's kind of got that personality. Beautiful. All right. Sold, shop 4. It used to be sold. My brain still wraps around. Shop 4. Type it in the comments below. If you're on Facebook, we'll immediately send you a link back to the Shop LC website. Put it in your cart. Type in extra 25. Get the free shipping. Get the extra 25 and get your size before it's gone. Remember, a lot of the pieces that we bring you on the live stream are very limited in quantity, so you want to make sure you get them while you can. And the other thing is, we don't go back and recreate a lot of things. For most of the pieces that we do, they're a limited engagement. We do this particular batch of stones, we do this particular patch of items, and our design team is off to bring you another level of beautiful creative things. All right, that one is shop 4. And coming up next, we've sort of got a variation on the theme because we've got baguettes all the way around. So the center stone is a brilliant cut, but we've given you that sort of icy color that you get only from baguettes. And remember, baguette is just, it's like an emerald cut except the corners are straight. So they're little rectangles on the top. And they're cut like an emerald cut except they have pointy corners. So that's why we call them a baguette. I don't know, because if you're French and you have a baguette, that's a long, skinny loaf of bread. So I don't know why we call it a baguette, but now I need a sandwich. I'm just saying. All right, Martha Rocha Kunzite, and again, the namesake of this, an incredibly beautiful woman.
Actually got an image of her.
Yeah, can we share that?
Yes, here you go.
She just, I mean, look at that. Okay, Miss Brazil, Martha Rocha. And she had a long name, too. Hold on, let's see. I looked up her, it's like Martha Maria, it's Martha Maria. Okay, hold on. The first Miss Brazil, and this is her namesake in honor of her vivacious personality. But okay, hold on.
Yeah, Martha Maria Hacker Rocha.
Hacker, right? Martha Maria Hacker Rocha. That's a mouthful. Okay, we just called it Martha Rocha Kunzite. Beautiful, vivacious gal, and incredible, beautiful stones. What a legacy to have a gemstone named after you. I mean, that's wonderful. You know, at Christmas time, you see those promotions of, pick a star, name a star after somebody, but you can never go out in the night sky and find it. When you have a piece like this, can you imagine what it's like in today's world to be one of her family members, to know that she has a gemstone, such a beautiful gemstone named in her honor? That's crazy. I love it. Okay. $1449.99 is where I would expect to see this completely fine at retail. No problems with that. $267.99 is the Shop LC price. But the Shop LC live stream, the extra 25 savings price, he is typing in we've gotten so fancy. I don't have to do anything at all. Eli says everything. He's a wizard. You're going to save...
That is correct.
Wow. Okay, so your price goes down to $201. Your budget pay is $40 and a few cents. That's like $1.50 a day. Can you squiggle out somewhere $1.50 a day for 5 months? If you can do that, you own Martha Rocha Kunzite. And by the way, I believe this one is diamonds. Okay. And do we have the bundle and save on this one too?
Yes, we do. We have a matching pendant coming up.
Okay.
And it'll be a Texas 2 for on the pendant and chain.
Okay. So here you go. If you just want this one, that's fine. But I will tell you, from working in a shop back in Chicago in the 90s, where we did a lot of custom orders, honestly. And to get this now, to get that now is great. But if you think that you're going to always be able to come back and get this, I don't want you to have any false hope. It's here, it's done. We always have maybe we'll make a third of the total quantity of the rings into a pendant, and when they're gone, they're gone. Now, you save $104 when you get them both. You got to think about that. That is money saved. In addition to that, for both of them, your budget pay goes down to $81, because total for both of those with diamonds, okay? Listen, I get it. Some people love moissanite. Some people love diamonds. We want to meet you wherever you are. There is no such thing as one is better than the other. There's simply, this is the one that I like. Honestly, it's like ordering a sandwich. Mustard or mayo. You want ketchup? Fine, we'll get you one with ketchup. We want you to enjoy and celebrate. And we want you to not only own beautiful things, but share beautiful things. I mean, let's face it, jewelry is it's the queen of gift giving. When you give somebody a beautiful gift of jewelry, you have spoken volumes about how important that person is to you. And that's why we really talk about jewelry a lot around this time of the year. It's Mother's Day. All right, do the bundle and save, but they are gorgeous. You've got a row of baguettes. Let me show you this really quickly. Well, you know what? Well, here we go. You have a row of baguettes in the center of each shoulder, and then you've got a row of rounds on either side, and the baguettes are actually set a little bit low because technically the baguettes are channel set, and these have the little prongs. But you've also got the little prongs here, and notice that the prongs are going to be finished off with rhodium, so the diamonds are white, the workmanship is white. That's very complicated and beautiful work. The pendant is exactly done the same way. So we've taken the shoulders of the ring, okay, the baguettes and the rounds, and we simply put it on the long end of the mounting, and now you've got this gorgeous, gorgeous piece on the neckline.
I like the touch of rose gold.
I do too.
Chain.
I do too. The rose gold chain, these are all going to be with rose gold chains, 20 inches. But the diamond weight here on both of these is just really nice. There's no scrimping. There's no holding back on these. These have all of the elegance and all of the richness that you will celebrate year after year with that special person. And maybe that special person is you. Maybe it's time for you to celebrate you, okay? Mom, grandma, auntie. And remember, Mother's Day is not just about, this is my biological mom. Mother's Day is really about celebrating not only your mom, but maybe your bonus mom, maybe your stepmom. Maybe you want to give, maybe you've got a niece or a granddaughter that's a single mom. And man, they're just doing the best they are. It's just a bang up job. You know, they need a little extra motivation. It doesn't matter. I could stand here and probably for the next 20 minutes when we're talking about moms, I could name countless scenarios. But the truth is, as moms, a lot of times what we do is we say, well, you know, yeah, I'm not really hungry, and you don't order anything at the restaurant. You just eat the half of the grilled cheese, half of the cheeseburger left over, and there are a few stray French fries over there. God forbid you should order onion rings, right? Oh gosh, oh, it makes me laugh. Okay, do the bundle and save on this one. The bundle and save means that you save it. First of all, you've got 25%. Let me just tell you, you've got 25% off a Shop LC price because it's the live stream. And then when you bundle and save, you still get free shipping, and we treat you to an extra 10% off. I mean, we're just want to be helpful. We're
in the business of delivering joy.
It's written on every mounting. Thank you for reminding me. D''joy, delivering joy. That name, by the way, do you remember who won that contest?
I don't. I think
that was what was it?
I think that was set before I got here.
Okay, we got that name. This is an interesting story. We got that name because it was an employee contest. So we knew that we wanted to come up with something, and that name was the brainchild of one of the folks who work here at Shop LC. Delivering joy was the motto, was our company motto, and then we minimized that D''joy. D''joy. I love it. And you'll see it in the band. You'll see it in the band of every single one. All right, 25% off your live stream orders. You're shopping with us online at shoplc.com, which means today everything is over $50. So it means that every item in this show is free shipping. If you think you missed anything, call Personal Shoppers 888-835-2237. That's the personal shopper audience hotline to get to the personal shopping team, okay? 888-835-2237. Okay, give them a call. Okay. Now, you weren't looking at me when I came in, but this is the first piece that I picked up. For me, there's something about a pear shape and a round. I don't know what it is. And at some point, you just have to say, you know what, I'm not going to, why figure it out? Just enjoy what you enjoy, right? Just enjoy what you enjoy. This pear shape, though, honestly, it kind of took my breath away. I don't know if it's the size of the pear shape or you see an amazing amount of sparkle. I'm trying to explain it, trying to wrap my brain around it. But that extra halo of pink. And I'll be honest with you, I have not been a person who appreciated pink. I'm very late to the pink party. Very late to the pink party. But this, wow. And there's a joy, so it's set in 925 sterling, and it's got 18 karat rose gold on top of that. But you will not appreciate how gorgeous that is until you get it home. Now, you get all the extra savings. You get the Shop LC price, you get the extra live stream price, and you get free shipping, and you have a 30-day period. So if you're looking at that and you're not thinking yes, if you're looking at that and you're thinking, maybe, let me just show you that. Am I in focus there, Elias? I don't know. That pear shape is pretty special.
Yes, you are in frame.
Okay. Martha Pittman, thank you. Honey, thank you for joining us. Polygraph, thank you. Vita, thank you. Dinesh, thank you for joining us. But that is a sit up and take notice piece, because there's just something so amazing. That beautiful pinky purple kunzite in the middle. It's a type 1 again, so it just absolutely radiates clarity. The cutting on this just really ramps up the sparkle, and the sparkle is just part of the DNA of this particular gem material. Think about it. This is a mineral, okay? This is a mineral called spodumene. Doesn't sound sexy or fun, or it doesn't even sound pretty. What is that, spodumene? Well, you better get to the doctor. You may need to get that taken care of. That's what it sounds like. But then there's this unspoken line where the minerals of the world produce these beautiful little sparkling treasures, and all of a sudden they transform, they cross the line, and they leave the rest of the mineral world behind, and they join the gemstone family. And this is one that is just absolutely captivating. Now, let me tell you something. This is one of those gemstones as well where a little bit of obscurity works in your favor. And what do I mean? People know about pink sapphires. Heck, people know about pink diamonds. But if you ask a person just, jewelry consumer on the street at random, have you ever heard about kunzite? They'll probably look at you like you don't know what the heck that is. This is the namesake of Frederick H. Kunz, who was the chief gemologist for Tiffany & Company. This is a gemstone that came to the marketplace about the same time as morganite. They were on the search for beautiful, exotic, never before seen gemstones, and morganite and kunzite sort of hit the marketplace. These are stones that have been designed, well, not designed, but they were originally marketed as a luxury item. And here we are, like we got good sense at Shop LC, giving you this a massive treasure. All right, number of pink sapphires, 20 pink sapphires for a total of 30 points. Then you have white zircons. That's an earth mined gemstone as well, not cubic zirconia. You have 82 altogether of the white zircons. And then you've got sterling silver. And what's the weight of the top of the center kunzite?
Yes, here you go.
I'm going to guess 2.5 carats.
Close.
Oh, okay. 2.4. So yes, a spectacular piece. And it is done in such a way that it is everyday luxury. And the first thing that you're going to have to do in your brain is you're going to have to get in there and rewire that circuit that connects luxury with expensive. It can go there. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it doesn't. But you are going to have to create a new neural pathway, okay, that says luxury is affordable. Luxury is affordable at Shop LC. It's a hard thing to rewire your brain to think that, because you'll look at that and you'll think you might think it's not real. What's wrong? What's the catch? You're going to, waiting for the other shoe to drop. There is no other shoe. This is absolutely gorgeous. And your budget pay on this, okay, $15.49 if you could source the stones. If you had a designer who would sketch this out and work for free, okay, you're not paying a design premium on this at all. Normally it would be $317, but you're saving 25%. Which means your price for this show and the next 47 hours and counting is $237.99. Probably $238. The way that will probably round up to $238. $238, which means your budget pay all right, is $47.60. $47.60 for 5 months, and you own that for generations. This is not throwaway. This is not inexpensive to manufacture, to source, to produce. We have a way of doing this process in-house. Our team sources the gemstones. In many cases, our lapidary artisans place every facet on each gemstone. Our designers sketch the designs, prove the designs in computer-aided drafting machines, make the models, build the molds, do the wax injection, do the casting, do the plating, set all the stones. We can do that in-house. We get rid of 10, 12, 20 extra companies that have to do each process. The economy of scale here pays off in your favor. Not to mention the fact that we just love crushing the system and giving you an incredible deal like this, but you have to take advantage of it. Let's face it, when this goes back to $317, that's a deal. But it's an incredible deal on the live stream when you save an extra 25%. Any questions? Call the personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. You might want to just grab a quick screenshot. This one is going to be Shop 8, is that right?
Shop 7.
Shop 7.
Shout out to Antonio sending some love on YouTube.
Hey, Antonio, thank you for watching us. Yeah, we're live streaming now on YouTube. We've been live streaming on Instagram and Facebook for a while. TikTok, we never know with TikTok. We try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we're definitely on YouTube. And Antonio, the live show, the television shows now are also streaming on YouTube. So that's a great way. Thank you all so much for joining us. We love that you're out there having some fun. We love your passion, your enthusiasm. Many of you are lifelong learners when it comes to, learning about gemstones. And I just really applaud that, because once you give yourself the education that we provide for you here at Shop LC, you will become a very savvy shopper and you will recognize these as unbeatable deals. All right, we're doing Martha Rocha Kunzite for this hour, but Courtney's going to be here this afternoon with 2 hours of gold deals.
Correct.
That's a whole other wow, get it now kind of moment. But this time, and we have the matching pieces on this one. Do we? Let me see. Baguettes. Hold
I'm
on.
not saying a matching pendant, but
Here it is. Yeah, I think there is actually. Look.
oh, okay, yeah, we do. Let's
Okay.
see.
All right.
Here we go. I don't know if we have a bundle deal. Let me confirm that.
Okay. Well, we're going to check on all that. Okay, this one is also the Joy logo, I believe. Yep. Shop LC exclusive. We didn't make this for anybody else, my friends. These are beautiful. And the color of the pink is really hard to describe. Some call it a ballerina pink. Some will call it a baby pink. Some will say it's a blushing pink. Some will say it looks like rose quartz, and it doesn't. It doesn't look like rose quartz because it's got that little bit of a purplish kind of hue to it that you almost don't see. In fact, I brought something from home. I brought a strand of beads that I own, and here's the thing. You can see from the beads, because these are opaque, that they have that little bit of a purplish hue. But I'm going to tell you a story. These beads, I was at an art show, strolling around, a little festival thing, and I saw these right away, and I thought to myself, that looks like kunzite. And so I knew we had done a similar piece here, and I think it was like $49 or $59. Amazing value. I mean, the carat weight on this is monster size. So I thought I was going to comparison shop, because I do that all the time. How much is that? And they'll give me an exorbitant price. I said, oh, how much are those? And I never say what the gemstone is. I just say, how much is that? Because I'm always looking for how much that person knows. So I said, how much are those? And she said, oh, they're $10. I said, so I just gave her that look, and she goes, oh yeah, those are rose quartz. And I said, I'll take them, because they're so not rose quartz, okay? And if you look at the opaque version like this, I'm trying to let that focus up a little bit. If you look at the opaque version, you can see that little bit of a violet or lavender piece, it's almost kind of an electric charge that you don't really see it in the faceted pieces, but you sense that it's there, but you don't see it. Anyway, let's break this one down. This is a very pretty piece, and we do have the pendant to match, so we'll check on the bundle and save. This one is $239. It goes down with the Shop LC live stream savings of 25%. It goes down to $179.99. Your budget pay figures in at $36. $36. That's amazing. This one has 4.8 stars, very high reviews on this one as well. I look for wearability because let's face it, this is not, most of us don't live that runway rock star, supermodel lifestyle. We got stuff to do. We got, chores to do and kids to pick up or drop off, or you got somebody to take care of, or groceries that have to be shopped, or socks that have to be folded, and dogs that have to be walked. We're busy. Get it. So you want something that fits into your lifestyle and at the same time gives you an incredible level of glamour and gorgeousness. And Martha Rocha Kunzite is one of those pieces. Now, do we have the bundle and save on this one?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Here we go.
And bundle and save is fantastic, and I'll tell you why. Because you might not want to give both of these gifts at the same time. You might be thinking Mother's Day, birthday. And here's the thing that's really important, especially when we have the pieces that are exactly the same. They're definitely match. Pieces that sort of look together or they're the same gemstone family, we say that they're coordinating pieces. But when they're exact, those are matching pieces. So you save $100, and is that right? $156?
Yes, on your other screen is the actual price for both, and then here is your bundle price with the live 25 on your middle screen.
Okay, so bundle and save and live 25. $323 is what they are both?
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. $323 for both of them. Sterling silver, 18 karat rose gold, the chains included. But if you wanted to get one for one celebration and get one for the other celebration, that would be great. And you'll think, oh, I don't need the matching pieces. But it's like buying a set of dishes and not getting the saucers, okay? It's like you just have the teacups. It's like, wait, where's my saucer? Oh, I didn't get those. But they matched. Yeah, well, I didn't need them. Saving some money. I'm just saying. There's a time to be... Here's the thing. We just respect frugality. And we just have so much built-in respect for common sense. And that's why we try to put things together, in packages, in different scenarios, that it makes sense. So much so that it just doesn't make sense to not get them. I mean, these are beautiful pieces. All right, your bundle and save is going to save you $156. That brings down the total for both of these. Okay, the bundle would normally be $431, but with the extra 25, the bundle goes down to $323. You see what I'm saying? Savings on top of savings. $323. Your budget pay is $65, and you get them both. Yeah. And if you do want to give them simultaneously at the same time to the one person, and you're going to ship them far away, do it. Get the bundle, get the savings, because all of the, the invoice for pricing and stuff, that never shows up in their shipments. So that's always just between us and you. You don't ever give away how much you save. Some people, I don't know, how do you feel about this? Hey, honey. Hey, Antonio. How do y'all feel about, buying something and getting a really low price like this? I mean, I get really excited because it doesn't matter how much I pay. I know it's a really fantastic deal. So when I can save on top of savings, I'm all in there. Yes, I am. Okay, the ring is $239. The pendant is $239. When you bundle and save and you take the live stream extra 25, your budget pay goes down to $65 for both. Get yourself. And you know what? After all that, it's still not a final sale because you've got a 30-day window, 30-day money-back guarantee in there to get them home and think about it. And really, I want you to be practical. That's really one of our, I think it's one of our strongest, it's one of our power skills, practicality. And once you get the hang of the fact that it can be rare and exotic, and it's a practical purchase at the same time. I mean, it just, you feel a little dizzy for a second, but it's true, it's real, and you can come back day after day after day. Our cameras started rolling about 17 years ago, and they have not turned off since. We are live around the clock on that television. We are bringing the live stream shows twice a day, 7 days a week. You can go back and look at the live stream library. We're streaming on YouTube. I mean, it's the real thing. So thank you so much for being a part of it and for allowing us to continue to do what we love. That is bringing you great deals on incredible jewelry. Okay, we got a brand new shape we're going to talk about here. And this is called a cushion cut. You know, it's rectangular, that's for sure, but if you look at the sides, they bow out just a little bit, just like a pillow or a cushion. And you've got a nice big table, so it may remind you of an emerald cut, but you have corners, just like you would on a cushion or a pillow. So it's really beautiful. It's really kind of a hybrid between a rectangular shape and a round shape, because you've got sort of the round kind of full edges, very reminiscent of a round, but at the same time, the overall view is definitely rectangular. We call that a cushion cut. Stamped in the label to Joy. It's a Shop LC exclusive. Our design team created this for our shoppers and family members, so you have that exclusive designed for you experience without paying a designer fee. This one is $317.99. Oh man, this is just amazing. Your live stream 25% savings brings it all the way down to $238.49. And then you do budget pay, and it's $47.70 on your budget pay. That's a deal. That's a beautiful piece. The Martha Rocha Kunzite is 2.8 carats. It's a 9x7. You've got that gorgeous signature violet purple. It's set in sterling silver with rose gold on top of that. And you have, again, moissanite coming in for the extra beautiful sparkle factor. You know, a lot of times you pass by in the world, if you're a person who loves a certain level of intensity, you're not very likely sometimes to stop and really look at a pastel. But you can for sure describe this kunzite as kind of a pastel color. But don't think of it as a washed out color. Don't think of it without the word intense, because there's something about that little bit of violet, that electrical charge that violet adds to the softness of the pink that makes this an unmissable gemstone experience. It's a beautiful piece, but you need to own this gemstone because it just looks so elegant. All right, your budget pay is $47.70. Type in shop 12?
Shop 10.
10. Okay. Shop 10. Facebook friends, when you type in Shop 10 below in the comments, we'll automatically send you back a link to this piece on the Shop LC website. And when we do, you'll see that there's just a huge amount of information. You've got each individual stone, how many, how much do they weigh, what are the shapes, what is the cutting style, what's the carat weight. You get full disclosure there. I love that. Complete and thorough information.
Shout out to our marketplace.
Oh,
love.
Marketplace, how are they doing today?
Yeah. Joining us on our Facebook feed.
Nice. Shop LC Marketplace. You'll find Shop LC, surprisingly, with little marketplace pop-ups with a lot of some of your favorite shopping venues. So check that out for sure.
We got an employee sale today.
I know. Oh, it's today?
Yes.
Are we going to miss it?
We probably are.
No, I think it's... Maybe not. We might get there just for the last few minutes. Okay. Now, this one coming up is also gorgeous. And I don't know why, but you don't see kunzite cut very often in round stone. Kunzite, well, actually I do probably know why. Kunzite tends to grow in longer, more tabular sort of shaped crystals. And you know, the first step in creating a beautiful gemstone is turning it over to the gemstone cutter, the lapidary artist. That's called lapidary. And the gemstone cutter has two jobs. Save as much weight as you can, because every gemstone somewhere down the line is bought and sold by its weight, just like potatoes. How much is a bag of potatoes? Okay. But they want to save weight because weight equals value. But they also have to make the stones as pretty as possible. The shape of this rough material doesn't lend itself very well to round stones. And so you have to take notice of these when you do see beautiful round stones. And they're really gorgeous. The symmetry of the cut on a round stone is something that's, for me, it's my favorite shape. I just love it. But it's got this consistency of color. The table or the main facet is going to be a little bit smaller, but you have this beautiful sort of halo of top and bottom facets, crown and pavilion, that work together to sort of give you this pinball or this kind of sparkler effect of all the facets working together to just make the light beams inside the stone explode when they leave the stone. So it's a beautiful stone. And if you look deep in the middle, I can look deep in the middle of the stone, and because it's a type 1 gemstone that has gorgeous clarity, I can look all the way to the point on the bottom and just a little slight movement of my hand, and it looks like this is plugged in. I'm going to see if I can show it off for you. Okay, if you watch, there's the middle, and look at this. Look, I mean, do you see how light just really on the inside, just the slightest little bit of movement? If that was in focus, great. And if it wasn't in focus, you can still see, even through the haze of being not focused, that there's just an amazing amount of brilliance there. Now, you don't see these so much, but you do see these, but they're not super big stones. But they're set sort of at an angle. So instead of being flat, the mounting has a little bit of lift, kind of stadium style, and they're beautiful. They really kind of pop out and show a lot of great color. These are going to be diamonds, and not just white diamonds, but you have those gorgeous champagne diamonds on the color.
20.
How many?
20.
20. What a beautiful accent color. And you've got baguettes as well. The whole thing is really a study in sparkle. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Altogether, 18 karat rose gold on top of sterling silver. $14.99 is what we expect it would be at regular retail, but get rid of that. $357.99, the Shop LC price, an incredible value. Live stream extra 25 saves you big. It goes from $357 all the way down to $268. And your budget pay is $54 and change. And you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Ladies, if you're shopping for bridal or an engagement ring, round is sometimes the easiest one to add to. So if you have pieces that you want to add, although this doesn't need a darn thing, this is so gorgeous. Donna says beautiful. One word. All she could say, beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Donna D. Irene, I bought the pendant and the ring, and they are so beautiful. Have no problem giving it 5 stars. I hope you will design one exactly like that in a blue topaz and rose gold. Irene, that's a great idea. We'll pass it along. And then, let's see, is that it?
Yeah.
2? Yeah, 2. Okay. Now, do we have a matching pendant?
Yes, we do.
Ooh.
They gave us 2
Oh,
options.
my goodness. Okay, so sometimes when we come across a piece like this, we'll have multiple shapes. This was done in round and oval. So you've got the round brilliant and the oval fancy brilliant. So we actually have the round brilliant on the pendant along with the oval. Do we have any of the oval rings left? I don't know. We'll check and see.
Let me confirm.
$329. Okay, $329 on the pendant. Both of them include the chain. Yes.
Chain is included, and we do have the other options available.
Ooh, okay. So here's the thing. I don't have a sample of the oval, but you have this design in an oval, ring, and a round. So I'm wearing the round, but you also have oval and round on the pendants. Okay, so you've got both of those on the pendants, which means if you wanted to, you can bundle and save ×2. Yes. Okay. Sterling silver chain included. Oh my goodness. Okay. 4.2 carats on the round is how that breaks down. So let's 3.8 carats on the ring. Amazing. These are gorgeous pieces. There's just something about the cutting that it's just gorgeous. It's just my favorite. So it's okay. It's not better or worse, just my favorite. Okay. The ring, okay, about 3.4 carats, 9 millimeters, violet purple, beautiful clarity on these. Your budget pay goes down to $53.70. I still cannot believe it. That is a great deal. That is a great deal. Now, if you bundle and save, Facebook friends, this is going to be shop 13, right?
Shop 12 on the pendant.
Okay, shop 12 on the pendant.
Shop 11 on the ring.
Shop 11 on the rings. Shop 12 on the pendants. You can do the bundle and save on both of those, okay? Either or. And remember, the bundle and save gives you 10% on top of the 25%, which is the live stream show price. Facebook friends, type in shop 11 or shop 12 in the comments below. We'll send you right back to the website. And if you've got any questions at all, just call the personal shopping team. You have a personal shopper live stream hotline number, 888-835-2237. 888-835-2237. They're gorgeous. Okay, so the bundle for both is $836, all the way down from $929. That's a lot of money that you're saving. Wow. Okay. Definitely check that out. Definitely. Before you say no, and here's the thing, before you say no, say, maybe. Maybe. The phone call is free. Why not? 888-835-2237. You know, I mean, this is the place where we embrace happiness and shopping. You know, there's you can go a lot of places in this world today, and there's a lot of doom and gloom out there, okay? But in the midst of doom and gloom, you know what? People get married. People graduate from whatever study they're doing. People celebrate all sorts of things. A graduation, a promotion, a new baby, another baby. You got a new car. You got your new whatever you're celebrating. Sometimes you have to shut out the doom and gloom and focus on the happiness that you have and the celebrations that you. How long has it been since you really celebrated something? I mean, really embraced it to the point where you've given somebody a gift that becomes a family heirloom. That's something that you may believe all the hype and nonsense out there that you can't afford to do. And I am here to tell you that that is not the case. We want you to enjoy and celebrate and remember every single good thing in your life, now more than ever. Now more than ever. So please look at these items as the time capsules that they are. These are pieces that will help you remember that celebration forever and always. Today, it makes it an incredibly memorable event, but then as time passes and you have those wonderful walks down memory lane, you remember how important and how special those moments were. And that's what these pieces are. I know they look like jewelry, but they're time capsules. They really are. Okay, let's do the next one. The stones are getting bigger and bigger here. The stones are getting more and more gorgeousness. Now, this one is in Luxoro. Remember, I told you earlier that we were going to have pieces in all kinds of metals, and this is Luxoro. So this one is going to be 10 karat rose gold, not rose gold over sterling silver. This is rose gold through and through, and I want you to see that in the profile because that's a very compact setting. And sometimes, you know, we've sort of been brainwashed to think that, well, you can't really afford it, so you justify that by, well, I didn't really like that anyway. And secretly, your brain is going, wow. Okay, $1529.99. It's a $6,000 piece of jewelry. There's no arguing with that. The Kunzite is massive, and the cutting on these, I mean, every millimeter of viewing angle on these stones are just color and sparkle and brilliance. They are gorgeous. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a detour. Now, if you look at these, you've got these beautiful chevrons, sort of like epaulette styling on the shoulders, really gorgeous. Beautiful prong work all the way around. These are tipped in white gold. You've got gorgeous rose gold all over the whole mounting. The center stone, we'll look at the size of the stone here, but here's the thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, $1529. You save 25% on this one? Wow. Okay, so you're saving $1529. Oh gosh. Okay, I got to put this in dollars. $1529 minus $11.47, right? You're saving $382. You're saving $382. Your budget pay is $229.50. Get it home and think about it. Get it home and think about it. Center stone, 5.9 carats. That is incredible. 5.9 carats. The piece altogether is going to be 6 1/4, which means you've got about 30 points of diamonds. You're looking at 1/3 of a carat of diamonds. And again, the styling on this. I mean, do you have a profile shot?
Yes.
Okay, look at the profile of this because, hold on a second. Yeah. Yes, look at that. I've been here for 13 years. I've probably shared thousands of individual pieces with audiences, period. And this, I mean, that is so fresh and so fabulous. It's so beautifully tailored. It looks like it looks tailored. Okay, it's tailored for the fashionista. It's tailored for the savinista because you're saving $382. So from $1,529, it's a $6,000 piece of jewelry at retail, set in 10 karat gold, and it goes down to $229. Heck, your budget pay is $306. So you're saving, with every budget pay, you're saving $306, about $80. Each of the budget pays is about $80 less when you do Live 25 at checkout. One payment on budget pay, we'll send it out to you, and then we just hold on to the balance for the next 4 months. There's no interest. There's no charges for holding on to it. We just hold on to it. It's crazy. It's wonderful. I know. I work here all the time, and I'm blown away by how we can do this. But I'm glad that we can, and I'm glad that you are here with us now. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. This one is going to be Shop 13. Is that right?
Yes, Shop 13.
Shop 13. I'm back in the number counting game here. Shop 13. Type it in the chat below, Facebook friends. We'll send you back a link to the Shop LC webpage, and you can check out all the details and save all the money, all the dollars. I love it. My name is Becky Booker, and Shop LC is making inroads into the digital platforms here. You can watch us now on Facebook 24/7, whether you want to watch the live television show or you want to tune in for the live streams. Live streams also show up on Instagram and YouTube. The live shows also show up on YouTube, so lots of ways to reach out and connect. If you've ditched the cable company and you're not seeing us, but you want to watch us on the lives on your big screen TV, take a minute on your smart TV and look for the Shop LC app. It's out there. It's super easy to download. And bada boom, bada bing, who knew? Shop LC is right back on your big screen TV if you've said bye-bye to all the cable companies. You want to learn about Roku? Talk to our personal shopping team, 888-835-2237. Ask them how they can get you on Roku today because we don't want you to miss a single deal. They're really gorgeous deals. Okay, coming up next, something again that's got really beautiful soft edges, a little feminine, and a little floral, but still just a beautiful design. I'm looking. We got both of them right. Here it is. Do we have the mount? There's no pendant for this one, right? Okay. Oh, now, okay, Bing was asking for something earlier in white gold.
Correct.
And you know what? I got it wrong. We do have something in white gold, right? Is this white gold?
That is going to be rhodium over.
Oh, okay, rhodium over sterling silver. Okay, got it wrong. Rhodium over sterling silver. I thought it was white gold. I look at a lot of jewelry, and I just thought, okay, that's got to be white gold. Rhodium over sterling silver. When you put this stone in a whiter metal, what happens is you tend to notice that lavender, purple, violet a little bit more. It becomes a little bit more apparent because you're taking away the rosy contrast of the metal, which fits the pinky part of the color palette of Kunzite. I don't know if I can say that again. That's a lot of parts. A lot of parts and pieces and pa. Anyway, it's gorgeous. $5.99. DeJoy Premium Martha Rocha Kunzite. It will tend to look more lavender more purple. If any of you have purple spinel, it may remind you a little bit of purple spinel, or it might remind you actually a little bit of some instances of lotus garnet. But other than that, it's a standout. There's really no other gemstone in the gemstone kingdom that has the color and the presence of kunzite. It's gorgeous. Your live stream 25% extra savings means that it goes from $5.99 down to $4.49, which drops your budget pay like it's hot to $90. $90 on the budget pay. That is a good deal. That's a sweet deal. All right, the center stone, 11 by 9, one of the largest pieces that we've had in the show. It weighs 4.64 carats, and the mounting on this is beautiful. This is one of the things, when you see the extreme variety of shapes and sizes that are on the Shop LC website, and you can go back, you just type in kunzite, and you'll see an endless variety of things on the Shop LC website. I thought I'm not going to do that for you. You can do it because it wouldn't focus. It'd be crazy. But that's the thing. One of the things that I'm so grateful for, and you don't realize it, but when you walk into a piece that specializes in custom-made jewelry, you are going to pay a premium price just to have somebody sit down and, dig around in their brain and plug it in and turn it on and kickstart it, whatever they have to do. Designing things is something that is just not part of my God-given talents. Okay, I don't know what happened, but I didn't stand in that line. And when I look at how intricate these designs are and how almost endless they are, I have such a deep appreciation for the design team because, seriously, they just keep it coming. And they do a lot of research. They have influences from all over. You don't get influences from design influences just from looking at other jewelry. You look at the things that surround you in the natural world. You might look at, if you look at this, it looks almost like a tapestry. It looks almost woven. You look at older designs. You look at vintage designs, Victorian designs, ancient designs in jewelry, in fabric. You look at the way that threads are woven together in collectible embroidery. There's a whole group of people out there that just focus on collectible and ancient types of quilt making and stitching and that kind of thing. And when you look at how interesting these pieces are, how vast your choices are at Shop LC, it's really a cool thing. And, this is, just the years of experience, variety of experience. When I look at pieces, if I saw this on somebody's hand next to me at the grocery store, I would think, oh my gosh, where did you buy that? Because it looks expensive. It looks really expensive. It doesn't look like, well, it's a really nice ring. Sort of did a good job on that. No, nailed it. Did a good job. Impeccable work. Gorgeous craftsmanship. I like to think I have a little bit of a trained eye. I look at jewelry all the time. So here's what I'm going to advise you to do, my friends. You look at a piece like this, and for so long, because jewelry is an emotional experience, whether you're buying for yourself or somebody else. But there you are, happily humming down the road of beautiful emotions, and all of a sudden, the reality of price and budget just T-bones you. Just runs that stop sign and hits you right in the middle of your big, gorgeous dream. It's time for that to stop. It's time for you to realize that you can own beautiful things, and you can own them at really impossible prices because we do every single step in-house, and it saves you a bunch of money. Don't take my word for it. Hear my words and do not believe them. Go straight to the Shop LC VIP page and listen to the 4,000 plus people who are on that page talking about owning beautiful things. Check out the ratings on all of the pieces that we have. Phyllis on this one says, beautiful kunzite ring. I opened the box. Absolutely gorgeous. The diamonds are white and clear. The kunzite is cut to perfection. The color is beautiful. Thank you, Shop LC. We don't solicit reviews. We say if you want to give them to us, great. But when you get a review like that, that's Gotta trust that, okay? 3 5-star reviews. You don't get 5-star reviews accidentally. So give it a shot. Your budget pay is $90. You go from $5.99 down to $4.49, so a huge savings. And we don't have many of these pieces. How many quantity do we have on these? I know this one is limited.
We are looking at a quantity of 10 available.
10 available. Go to shop. Don't listen to Phyllis. Phyllis is telling you the truth.
I was saying, well, they're on our website. They can check out our dollar auction as well.
Oh, have you checked out the dollar auctions? Oh my gosh. Just listen to me, okay? That's my shoe squeaking. I've got new shoes and I haven't broken them in yet. They're squeaking. Dollar auctions put the A in addictive, and they put the F in fun, and they put the V in value. Seriously? Look at this. I think that's a spinner.
This is actually where I do some of my shopping.
I think that's a spinner. Yeah, these are amazing. This is more of like a true auction format where everybody bids up the price. You know, you can put your limits in there and it'll bid automatically. Super easy. So I think I have those. Look at this with the little toggle closure, and that means the earrings are included. So the prices start at $1, and who knows where they go. But you know, I do focus groups about once a month with a lot of you, and the dollar auctions, you guys have got it figured out on the $1 auctions. Elias does, I do. I mean,
this almost looks like your bracelet.
Yeah, and this one is white. This is shell pearl, and they have the earrings as well. So that's a set. Yeah, that's real. That's 2 for 1. That's 2 for 1. Look at those emerald earrings. Oh no, green onyx. Oh my goodness gracious. Polky diamonds. Tanzanite rough. Bezel set. Oh wow. All right, and you know what?
Dollar auctions.
Check out those $1 rising auctions. They are too much fun. We have been talking about Kunzite for the last, how long? An hour maybe?
Yes.
What's our time? Oh, almost an hour and a
Almost an
half?
hour and a half, yes.
Wow. Okay. It's truly an amazing stone. It's part of a gemstone family called spodumene. And it's the namesake of Frederick H. Kunz, who was the chief gemologist at Tiffany and Company back in the early 1900s. So it's definitely an important gemstone, and it's a color that's unlike anything else out there. Thank you for taking us to the $1 auctions. That was really cool. Okay, that one is shop 14. Is that right?
That was shop 14, correct?
Shop 14. And if you are shopping with us on Facebook, you're just going to type the number. You'll type shop and the number down below, and it'll take you right to the Shop LC webpage, and you can shop to your heart's content. Now, we just did that one.
Yes.
Shop 14.
Sorry, mine.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's having a glitch. I need to...
If you ever get the chance, if you ever come across the Kunzite or the aquamarine beads, the big chunky ones, man, just jump on them. They are so gorgeous. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay, now this is going to be a bundle and save opportunity. I believe. Chain is included. And I think this one is going to be part of the DeJoy collection. So sterling silver and rose gold, and they're just twins. There's just no other way to describe it. So you're going to have the bundle and save option, which, by the way, that's a web only thing. We're still working on how to bring that to the television audience, but right now it's web only, just so you know.
And it's shop 15 on the ring and shop 16 on the pendant.
Okay, so shop 15 on the ring, and the pendant is going to be shop 16.
Correct.
You can type in either or to get the bundle opportunity. So let's talk about this one. $18.99 at retail. And you know, we don't talk about it very often, but you've got to look at how amazingly sturdy these mountings are. There's not just a little bit of metal here. There's a lot of precious metal there. And that means sturdy and wearable. And the undergallery makes the piece very strong and sturdy because it makes sure that it holds its shape even while you're wearing it. That's a separate piece that our design team has to build and manufacture and then apply. But it also gives you lots of comfort because instead of just one edge, it's a beautiful, solid feeling piece on your finger. And it's a little bit concave, so it really snuggles in and it fits quite nice. So really beautiful. definitely floral inspired on this one. The center kunzite is going to be 3.4 carats. How you doing? That's big. And then you actually have white zircons. So altogether, let's see, you've got 4.35 carats. So you've got about 90 points in white zircons. The surface of every one of those petals is beautiful. Just really, really gorgeous. And then you look at how the ring, again, the ring is beautiful, but then you look at how it definitely just matches the pendant. And oh my gosh, that's really fantastic. So shop 15 or shop 16 will get you those. But let's talk about the real deal, and that's savings, okay? So regularly on the web, $317.99. That's a good deal. It's starting out at $1,900, so you're saving $1,600 already. Then you apply the extra $25. Your price goes down to $47.70 is your budget pay. That's $238.50. $238.50 is your price from $317. $317 is great. And I would, if you bought this on a day where you weren't catching it on the live stream, I would still say you got an amazing value. But you add the live stream, live 25 savings, because you're in the right place at the right time, and it goes from $317 to $239, and then you can slice it and dice it and budget pay it, and it's $47.70 on budget pay. Now, if you want to add the matching pendant, okay, let's take a look at this deal. How many pendant do we have?
On the pendant, we are looking at 18, and then on the ring, we have 25.
Okay, so pretty even Steven right now. 18 on the pendant, 25 on the ring across all sizes. But now, you save an extra, right now on the web, it says save an extra 10%, $317, $317. So you save the extra 10% and it goes down to $572.38. But then there's the live stream extra 25, and it goes from $572, because it should be $635. You got $317, $317. That's $635. Bundle and save, get you down to $572. Live stream bonus discount means that it goes from $572 to how much?
$429.28 center screen.
To what?
$429.28. Yes, here's your.
That cannot be real.
Here's your bundle price and the budget.
One of them? Okay, let's just do this a different way. Hold on. $317. Bundle and save. One of them is $317. One of these is $317. For an extra $112, we'll send you the pendant. How about that? $317 and $317. Or for the next 47 hours and counting, you can do the bundle and save and the buy all discount, which means that you're getting the second piece for $112. Yes, please. Yes, please. Your budget pay goes down to $85.86. Wow. That's no joke. Oh, that's a great deal. That's amazing. Okay, $572 goes down to $429. Good grief, Charlie Brown. That's how we delivered. I'm glad Joy only has 3 letters, because I don't think I could spell her if it was more than 3 letters. In this case, I'd be like, get out I can't do that. Wow. That means, okay, think about this. That means based on what these could be at retail, you're saving $2,900. Yes, please. Okay. That is crazy. And they're beautifully cut. I mean, the faceting on these is just really gorgeous. Do we know if Tony's team cut these? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but listen, there's 25 and there's 18 of the pendant necklace, pendant chain. There's only 25 of these in all sizes, which means if you want them, you need to get them home. At least you know that you have them in your hot little hand while you've got that 30-day window. Please do not wait around on this one, my friends. That is unbeatable. That's such a great deal. All right, shop 15 or shop 16, either or. Necklace ring. And whether you bundle and save or don't, remember that's an expiring offer. So we're only going to give that as an offer. We're only going to tempt you for the next 47 hours, and then we're going to go back to sanity. $317 is a great deal on that. Are you kidding me? 10% bundle and save, 25% live stream. Yes, so super easy. 888-835-2237. That's our personal shopping team. If I went through that too fast, or you're like me and you're having a moment where that doesn't make sense, that can't be, they'll explain it all to you. 888-835-2237. My name is Becky Booker. You can hang out with me on Facebook. I'd love to have you as a Facebook friend. And please, please, please get yourself over to the Shop LC VIP page. It's so much fun. Okay, are we doing this one?
Yes.
Is this our last one?
We have one ring left.
Okay. I was going to say, my goodness, I think we've worked our way through the whole collection. Oh, I like how you've put this on the black velvet bust. It's a little dramatic. It's a little dramatic. And it should be. Can you imagine, honey, walking into your reunion, whatever multiple of 10 it is, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Can you imagine walking in to that special event, sitting down at the captain's table? Mother of the bride. Yes, indeed. Wherever you're going, okay? Can you imagine going there in this? Do you have a little black dress and it looks fantastic on you? Keep wearing that dress and change your accessories. Really. This is absolutely incredible. Beautiful all the way around design on this. In sterling silver, okay, so that's, first of all, it saves a bunch of money, but did not skimp a minute on that design. Hello. All right, 2.4 carats in the pear-shaped drop. Then you have 147 white zircons, and they are fabulous. Now, this has got some adjustability factor. So if your neckline is a little plunging, or if it's just plunging, okay. However you do, all right, you've got a 2-inch extender on the back, so 18 to 20 inches. The length is measured from here to here, so incredible. This beautiful taper on the sides, the way that this is designed, let me just show you here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 individual links that build the arching collar that drapes over your neckline. In addition to that, I mean, I don't know if you can see it that in the tiny screen, but this is just buttery, silky, smooth. I mean, polish on this is world-class wonderful. These are just spectacular pieces. All right. Now, from the get-go, the everyday price on this, that has got to be a typo. I cannot believe $3.99 on this. Hold on, let me just get this here before I drop it. Okay. Everyday price, $3.99. End of the show. Your live stream savings takes it down to $2.99. You slice it into budget pays, it's $60. How many times have you paid several $100s for something in cubic zirconia? Or how many of you are guilty of, and I've done it, okay, when I didn't have a choice or I didn't know any better, I've done it. Oh, what the heck, you only live once. You know, my best friend's getting married, I'm going to look great. Or, you know what, I'm going to my 30th reunion and I'm going to own that room. Okay, I'm back and I'm showing it. Yeah, it's normal, right? You sometimes you dress for an event. You spend sometimes, years or weeks or months looking for the right outfit and the right accessory. This is it. And you know what? I'll tell you something truthfully. That color goes with anything you want to wear. If you wanted to wear this beautiful drop with purple or with white or with blush or with rose, or if you're just going to wear it with something gold or something silver, or maybe you've got something that's got a little splash of tangerine, you're going for those beautiful Miami citrus colors. this works. Whether it's the deepest, darkest purple or navy blue, the steeliest grays, the whitest of whites, there is just something about the Martha Rocha Kunzite that looks good, period. It's a fantastic piece. Listen, at $3.99, this might be the piece that you get for prom or for graduation because it is a spectacular look. And then you've got these little rosettes. I mean, these little pieces, I'll show you on the big screen, but those aren't individual stones. Those are little tiny rosettes. So they have multiple stones in each one of those. There are 7 stones in each one of those rosettes. So you get this beautiful little, it looks like a little bouquet of little, I don't know, white carnations or white flowers are beautiful. Stunning on that. Beautiful halo all the way around. Then you have 8, you've got 9 of those rosettes, and then you have all of those individual whites that arch up the neckline, and they're gonna hit right about here at the top of your collarbone, and then that beautiful slinky necklace that connects it on the back with that 2-inch extender. That looks gorgeous. It looks rich. It's sophisticated. It looks elegant. It looks like you ripped a page out of a fancy magazine and you went into a jeweler and said, "Make this for me." Make it. I need this. Oh gosh. Justine, thank you. Lokesh, thank you. Colleen, thank you. B2897, Nahid. Lita, thank you. Odd27, Polygraph. I love that name. That's so funny. Miss Pat, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to bring you some Kunzite today. Oh, by the way, that one is going to be shop 17. Shop 17.
One more left.
We have one more before we wrap it up today, but it's an absolutely amazing lineup of Kunzite. You know, I mean, ask yourself if you've walked into a jewelry store recently. I mean, gosh, every time I go to the mall, you know, Leo gets his haircut at a little barbershop in the mall, so we have to go there. Every time I walk in, I walk to every jewelry store because I want to see what they're doing. I'm that girl. And you know what? It all looks kind of the same. It's really exhausting. It's visually exhausting to walk all the way over there to see the same stuff. Can I tell you a secret? Should I tell a secret?
Yes.
It's kind of a dirty little secret. Do you want to hear it? Did you just blush?
Yes.
Elias blushed. Okay. Here's the thing. A lot of you don't realize this, but all of those different store A and store B, and this one's in the mall, and this one's not in the mall, and they're different personalities and different price points. Did you realize that a lot of those companies that you think are individual stores are all just different arms of the same big retailer? A lot of them belong to the same company. It's just like, it's like we do the same thing, except we do it so that you know exactly what you're getting. We have our brand Ileana. We have our brand Luxora. We have our brand Rhapsody. We have different brands. But there's a big jewelry conglomerate that does each of its brands as an individual store. That's why I get a lot of variety at Shop LC. Did I just break a nail? No, I did not. Good. We love bringing you these deals. There is no better thing that I could do today than help you shop. And thank you if you've joined us today. All right, this is the last piece, and I'm really very sad and honestly a little mad that this one doesn't fit me because this is my favorite. I think this is just so pretty. And it's so pretty for a couple of reasons. First of all, the color, and did I mention that this is Martha Rocha Kunzite on that color? This is done with pink sapphire, and you have rose gold on top of sterling silver to the tune of altogether 3.8 carats. Now, this is one that you might not want to wear on your ring finger, okay? I want you to think outside the jewelry box and think about wearing this on your pointer or your middleman, because this is gorgeous. This is one that's designed to be seen, and in a very good way, because you can see that it's got a beautiful, gentle taper on that band. You have enough width to make it very strong and enough taper to make it very, very comfortable. A massive under gallery on the underside of the stone, underside of the ring, which means that's going to be stable. You're going to get many, many hours of wearing and celebration on this. One beautiful piece of jewelry during one beautiful piece of jewelry is a wonderful thing, because you look down at it and it's kind of a reemphasis of self-worth. Yeah, I'm that important. Okay, and that's a good thing. However you get your support system. And it's crazy to think that jewelry can be a support system, but it is. There's a reason that you vacuum your car. There's a reason that you make your bed. There's a reason that you do all those things, because it gives you worthiness. Okay, and for too long we have skipped the beautiful part of things, and this is a wonderful, affordable, incredible way to do it, because these have so much value and style built in. This is not starter jewelry. It's really not. Maybe it's your first piece, but almost everybody that I know, and I say this from working in a retail store where people come in with hopes and dreams and they want something big and glorious, and they have a little tiny budget. And right now, if you're joining us, wherever you join us, okay, whether it's the television show or the live streams, first of all, welcome to our house. We do things differently here. We welcome you with value and variety and beauty and elegance, because you know what? That's what you deserve. And there's nobody else doing this quite like we do at Shop LC. It is my privilege and my pleasure and my honor to share these things, to educate you, to teach you, to meet you where you are, and maybe be a little bit silly along the way, but a whole lot real, because these deals and these values are real. So that's kind of our stock and trade, and we love it. So thank you very much for joining the live stream today. This is our last one of the show. This is going to be shop 18 beautiful Martha Rocha Kunzite treasures, named after Brazil's first Miss Universe. And we are very happy to pass on her namesake and her legacy, because these are only half as gorgeous as you are. Get them home and try them out. You've got a 25% discount on everything I brought you today. This budget pay is $56.70. And what does that mean? It means $56.70. We pick it, we pack it, we ship it. You have 30 days to make your final decision. And I'll tell you something, in my humble opinion, this is a keeper. If you've missed anything or you have any questions, please go back and pick up that phone and dial the live stream personal shopper hotline number. It's 888-835-2237. Join the Shop LC VIP page. And remember, Courtney is coming up this afternoon with 2 hours of gold deals with that live stream 25 discount. So definitely meet you back here with Courtney at 2 p.m.
Here's our purchase fee this month.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Did you know that with every piece that you buy from us, my friends, does more than just give you a beautiful piece of jewelry? We've been working now on a project that affects world hunger for kids. We call it Your Purchase Feeds, because your purchase feeds a kiddo. We send one item of jewelry or one item out the door, whatever it is, and you have provided a meal for a kiddo. That works with two amazing groups. One is in India, in Jaipur. It's called Akshaya Patra. They have an amazing commercial kitchen, and they produce thousands of meals a day for kiddos who have to choose between going to school and getting an education or going to work to help support the family. So you are definitely changing the life of those kiddos there in India. Here in the U.S., kids go to school. Not everybody can afford a lunch or a breakfast. We also work with No Kid Hungry here in the U.S. to provide needs as each district requires. Many of you, I have a grandson that goes to school. He can eat at home or he can eat at school. He takes his lunch. He can eat at home. He can take his lunch. He also has an opportunity to eat at school. So we're making a dent in childhood hunger. And guess what? Celebrate, my friends, because globally we've now reached 100 million meals. We do the program here in the U.S. with our 2 stations in the U.K. and with our sister station in Germany. So, yeah, No Kid Hungry is making big waves in the world of solving the problem of childhood hunger. And your purchase feeds without ever rounding up or pitching in anything extra. That's our commitment to you, that we're going to give back to the world one beautiful piece of jewelry and one nutritious meal at a time. So thank you very much for allowing us to do that. 100 million meals. That's a lot of change, my friends. You have changed the future one bite at a time. Okay, Go back and review the show. If you want more information on the Your Purchase Fees program, you want to learn more about gemstones and jewelry, check out the main homepage at Shop LC. Scroll all the way down to the bottom to see lots of extra information in addition to a beautiful selection of gemstones and jewelry. And one more time, that personal shopper number is 888-835-2237. All right. Becky Booker saying bye-bye. Happy Martha Rocha Kunzite.
All right. It's Friday.
It is Friday.
Happy Friday.
Second, and here's real quick.